He's hilarious. I've worked with him many times, so please clap it up for Marc Ragovin.
Okay, so at the beginning of the year, I bought one of these calendars for work. 365, actually 366, because there's a leap year. Facts a day, you know what I'm talking about? It's one of these calendars you rip off every day, and it tells you a little interesting tidbit, like the cheetah's the fastest land animal, you know, crap like that. That's actually true. I think mine came from a defective batch, because this is what I've learned so far. When H.J. Heinz was born, the doctor held him upside down at a 45-degree angle and gently tapped his side with a knife. In Wisconsin, lactose intolerance is a hate crime. The pallbearers at Charles Atlas's funeral cleaned and jerked his casket. In 1991, ophthalmologists concluded that people should not stare directly at their radios when a total eclipse of the heart is playing. In 1965, the Supreme Court overturned Mississippi's ban of the black and white cookie. Ironically, most Quakers don't have time for breakfast. In Detective Comics number 387, the Riddler finally outfoxed Batman by asking him to solve a problem like Maria. The worst thing about hell is that it's very cliquish. Lou Costello and his wife would often interrupt their lovemaking sessions for a 15-minute routine of who's on top. And to spice up their lovemaking, Einstein often insisted that his wife call him the numerator. People would be going home Googling like, man. The least lucrative profession in America? Amish wedding photographer. The most awkward event in history was the groundbreaking ceremony at the first shovel factory. It's a visual. Orville Wright and his girlfriend were the first members of the 18 Feet High Club. Due to a misspelling in the state seal, Minnesota was once known as the land of 10,000 latkes. Lakes, latkes. A little Jewish humor. It's Jewish humor. That's okay. After the Founding Fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, they participated in the first hot dog eating contest. The motto of the Pony Express was, when it absolutely, positively has to be there by spring. And the original slogan of Weight Watchers was, it's not over till the thin lady sings. That's actually true. Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon because he undid his seatbelt before Apollo 11 came to a complete stop. Every silent auction concludes with the banging of a Nerf gavel. Mr. Rogers' gravestone reads, there goes the neighborhood. And E.E. Cummings' gravestone consists solely of a giant period. In 1961, Fidel Castro decided to grow a beard to keep his sideburns from defecting. What else? Half of the cardinals who attended Pope Francis's installation ceremony said they attended only for the swag. Swag. Vatican swag is good swag, by the way. That's high quality swag. What else? Bling. In Europe, Fahrenheit 451 was issued as Celsius 233. President Bush thinks a leotard is a mentally challenged lion. Before the invention of tear gas, police would immobilize suspects by spraying them with painful childhood memories. And before the invention of radar, air traffic controllers would track planes by opening their windows and yelling, "Marco!" In his PhD dissertation, Al Roker defended the position that there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt holds the world's record for most frequent victim of identity theft. Every year, over 10,000 US couples travel to China to adopt a highway. The number one reason that most people move to the West Coast is so that during football season they can watch 60 Minutes at its regularly scheduled time. After a while, Pythagoras got lazy and just issued a bunch of wild hunches. Here's a little secret. No recorded phone call has ever been used for quality assurance purposes. And people, don't be fooled. Your building's elevator inspection certificate is not on file in the property manager's office. Although Mother Teresa witnessed many disturbing things during her lifetime, she was most tormented by the lack of defense in every NBA All-Star game. Mike Bloomberg is so rich, he once found a couch behind the change in his apartment. That's rich. Benjamin Franklin's lazier brother discovered static electricity. What else? Donald Trump claims that he won the Lincoln-Douglas debates. And speaking of despots, Muammar Gaddafi tortured his enemies by booking them on long flights sitting in front of a toddler. And Idi Amin tortured his enemies by forcing them to serve on their building's co-op boards. President Bush once refused to leave an H&H Bagels until he did his tax return. The older that Creedence Clearwater singer John Fogerty has become, the more he wishes there actually was a bathroom on the right. And that is my favorite joke, by the way. Since 2009, CBS executives have received over 200 viewer letters asking... Since 2009, CBS executives have received over 200 viewer letters asking whatever happened to the show Without a Trace. Without a Trace. All right, you're going to hate me for this one. After Glenn Campbell visited the Carlsbad Caverns, he was briefly known as the Limestone Cowboy. Yep, I knew that was coming. In China, the first tune that beginner piano players learn to master is called Forks. In 1998, archivists at the Smithsonian discovered a rare copy of the Declaration of Independence with a bunch of "Sign Here" post-its attached. As a boy, Abe Lincoln played with Washington logs. Lincoln humor works over here with this crowd. Geronimo was terrified of heights. I'll try this one. There has never been a kangaroo named Jehoshaphat. I'll wait. Most people who visit the Alamo end up forgetting where they parked. Amelia Earhart's last flight was sponsored by Land's End. Too soon? It is not a violation of the Mafia Code of Silence to rat out a mob boss to the FBI by playing charades. In 2010, Lego came out with a New York City construction site kit featuring a corrupt building inspector. Loitering is illegal in the theater district of Manhattan, but waiting for Godot is not. What else? I'm running out of steam here, guys. Although Donald Trump did not serve in Vietnam, he claims that the Army named Agent Orange after him. And this is going to get me in trouble with some people here. When Hillary Clinton played telephone with tin cans as a child, she had a second string installed for her private calls. Sorry, Jody. All right, I'm done. I'm going to leave you with this. Alejandro, light me already. I'm going to leave you with this. Thank you. When Bernie Sanders plays Monopoly, the banker spends the entire game in jail. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. You've been great. Get home safe.
Marc Ragovin. Oh my God.